I left my introverts club behind and joined those annoying, blabbering extroverts. I love you guys with all my heart. I didn't really know this was a thing that happened, like changing from an introvert to an extrovert. But well, here we are. It all started with me coming to Belgium for studies and socializing a lot. Like, not just in the beginning days, but like, in general, getting to know and being open to everyone I interact with. And that kind of led me to knowing and being friends with an unbelievable amount of people. At least it was a big number for me. Like, I've always have been pretty introverted and like I've always had like 2 close friends. And I know this doesn't exactly define introversion or extroversion, but I'm getting to it. Introversion and extroversion, simply put, is basically about either gaining energy from social interactions or losing energy from social interactions. And that is what happened to me. That's how I know I became an extrovert. I'm going to talk more about it obviously. But I think this is a really interesting perspective, like exploring what it's like to be an extrovert from someone who's been strictly introverted his whole life. I also made like a whole ass video about being an introvert. But don't go watch it though, it's from 2 years ago, it's cringe. This is all really new for me, so I talked about it with some of my extroverted friends.
You guys are both extroverts.
Yes, like very much, yeah.
Like, yeah.
I kind of discussed my observations as a newly formed extrovert.
I had no problem not interacting with people, but when I came here, like, and now I know like an uncomfortable amount of people.
Okay.
When you go like, okay, which is kind of cool.
You like it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it's not just that now I interact with a lot of people,
Yeah, now it's like, it gives me energy. It's like, now I'm gonna like, if I had like the whole hangout, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna have energy.
It's really about how much I need those interactions now and like how rarely I need time alone for my own. Like, this was not the case before. Like, I used to really almost always prefer to be alone or like not hang out with friends. But here we are. I'm one of those now. You know, one of those social butterflies. I've betrayed my people. I've unfollowed all the introverts meme pages because I don't relate to them anymore. I look down on them. That was a joke.
First time I realized that I was an extrovert, like actually had the realization that I was an extrovert, was I was with you. Remember when we were going to sign up?
Sign up for the sushi event. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I kept telling you we can do it online, and you were like, "No, let's go. We can go meet people." And then we stood at the reception desk for 3 minutes because we didn't know where the ESN office was. And they were like, "Oh, we're gonna check." And then you turned to me and you were like, "Maybe we should have done it online."
Yeah, I was the whole time insisting like, oh no, you were insisting like, oh, let's do it online. We can do it online. And I was like, nah, let's just go. We'll say hi to the people.
Being an extrovert does come with a few complications though.
That's,
But
yeah.
also like, yeah, because that's also sometimes a problem I think with extroverts, that we have a lot of like superficial contacts, like a lot of friends, but
yeah.
not really friends where you have deep conversations with. So it's also good that you have like still those friends where you have like, you can be really vulnerable. Oh, wow. Damn.
Yeah, I think I do get that to some degree. Like, I have a lot of acquaintance type relationships with people. Like, I'd have a fun time hanging out with them. Might even call them friends, but it's not like I'm not gonna be vulnerable in front of them. And that is a thing that happens with extroversion, because you know a lot of people, but I guess how I kind of got around that was just being like insanely vulnerable and like oversharing to people, which is not the best, but it worked. Some people don't react much well to it. Some do, and the ones that do end up becoming really close. Like her.
Hi.
The first time we hung out.
Yeah.
Like, we hung out, we talked for like 4 to 5 hours.
We did, and we mentioned some things that we probably shouldn't have mentioned to each other.
I mean, it's a good thing we did, but it's like...
it's not a thing you would usually bring up with people in like normal conversation. It's not like you're just talking, yes, no, we were getting into
Yeah, we basically bonded over oversharing.
Another thing that's really cool about being an extrovert is just that you get approached a lot by people. I don't know, you seem more approachable somehow. But like, yeah, even in this setting, like, it started off by just 3 of us having a talk, and then just...
Hello, is this a private conversation? No, we're just human. Tiffany, are you introvert or extrovert? Ambivert. Okay, that's an example of an ambivert.
Oh. Actually, I also think like this is quite an example of like if you're an extrovert, people just automatically come to you.
See? We proved it! Are you an introvert or extrovert? What do you think?
It's just that introvert gang.
It's both actually.
Are you an
Exactly. No.
What are you an extrovert?
No, I'm both actually.
Me too.
What's an ambivert?
And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna end this with a clip that I found on my camera while I went to pee, and like I came back and found this footage on my camera.
Hi! We took a sad vlog.
Because we want to improve it.
We are more famous than him, that's
Yeah.
why. Like, share,
Look at us.
subscribe, comment down below.
What do you think about last Assad's vlog? It was last vlog. Yeah.
Very cute. I didn't hear
Watch the
Was a good one.
his last vlog. Ah, it was really nice. I liked
Yeah. Great job, Assad.
Yes. Slay.
Slay queen.